In the dusty, crowded heart of old Delhi, India, lived a 10-year-old orphan named Aarav. He spent his days working as a porter in the spice market, carrying heavy sacks of rice and lentils that were twice his weight. His clothes were ragged, his feet were bare, and his stomach was often empty. Yet, every morning, before the market became a chaos of noise, Aarav would stop at a small roadside temple. He didn't ask for gold or a big house. He simply whispered, "God, please give me the strength to stay kind, and please do not forget me." Aarav worked for a man named Mr. Sharma, a wealthy merchant who was as greedy as he was mean. One scorching afternoon, after Aarav had hauled sacks under the burning sun for 12 hours, Mr. Sharma threw a few small coins at him. It was barely enough to buy a single meal. With trembling hands, Aarav went to a street stall and bought 2 pieces of roti and a small bowl of dal. To him, this was a feast. However, as he walked through a dark alley toward his makeshift shelter, 3 older boys blocked his path. They laughed at his misery, stole his coins, and pushed him into the dirt. His bowl of dal spilled into the mud, and his roti fell into the dust. The boys ran away, leaving Aarav alone in the dark. Tears streamed down his face as he looked at the black sky. "God," he cried out, "I try so hard to be good. Why do you allow this? Have you truly forgotten me?" He picked up the 1 piece of roti that wasn't covered in mud and brushed it off. As he walked past an ancient banyan tree, he heard a weak, hollow cough. An old blind man was leaning against the trunk, looking like a skeleton covered in skin. "Please," the old man whispered, "I have not tasted food in 3 days." Aarav froze. His own stomach was screaming with hunger. He looked at his dirty piece of bread, his only hope for the night. But then he remembered his mother's voice. "When you give in your darkest hour, you are closest to God." With a deep breath, Aarav sat beside the man, broke the bread into the cleanest pieces, and fed him. "Eat, grandfather," Aarav said softly. "I am hungry, but you are starving." As the old man ate, he placed a thin, warm hand on Aarav's forehead. Suddenly, the boy felt a wave of peace wash over him. The pain in his legs and the ache in his heart vanished. A voice, deep and resonant, seemed to echo in his mind. "I have never left your side, Aarav. I was there when you fell, and I am here now." Miracles do not always fall from the sky. They live in the hands of those who still choose to love. When Aarav blinked, the old man had quietly disappeared into the shadows. Suddenly, a car stopped nearby. A man named Mr. Rahul, a successful professor who had been watching from his balcony, walked toward Aarav. He had seen the robbery, but more importantly, he had seen the boy's incredible sacrifice. "Young man," Mr. Rahul said with tears in his eyes, "I have been looking for someone with a heart like yours to help in my school. Would you like to come with me?" That night, Aarav didn't sleep on the street. He had found a home. In conclusion, the story of Aarav teaches us a profound truth that we often forget in our busy modern lives. Your current struggle is not your final destination. We often look for God or miracles in the form of loud thunder or sudden wealth. But as we saw in this story, God often speaks through the quiet whispers of our conscience and works through the hands of kind strangers. Therefore, let this be a reminder to you. If you are going through a hard time, do not let the world make you cold or bitter. When Aarav lost his food and his money, he had every reason to be angry. Instead, he chose to be a light for someone else who was suffering more than him. This is the secret of karma, or spiritual law. When you provide for others in your time of lack, the universe provides for you in ways you cannot imagine. In my own experience, I have found that whenever I felt most abandoned by life, it was usually because a bigger door was about to open. But that door only opens if you keep your heart clean. Do not be discouraged by people like Mr. Sharma or the bullies in the alley. They are trapped in their own darkness. Your kindness is your greatest strength, not a weakness. To sum up, remember that you are never walking alone. Your quiet tears are seen, and your silent prayers are heard. Sometimes, God sends a test not to punish you, but to see if you are ready for the blessing that is coming next. Keep your faith restored, keep your heart open, and keep moving forward with hope. If this story touched your heart today, please show your support. It helps us continue sharing these messages of light. Please like this video, leave a comment below about a time when kindness changed your life, and don't forget to subscribe to Hopecraft English for more inspiring stories to improve your English and your soul. Remember, you have the power to be someone's miracle today.